Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to my channel, Hooray Guitar Show! Yeah! Today, what are we talking about? Well, it's a near and dear topic to my heart, my soul. This one really touches me, just like my uncle whenever I was 5. Today we're talking about a small-time YouTube channel named Abba and Preach. If you don't know these guys, they're like commentary, reaction style content creators, daily uploaders, you know. They make some pretty good content, I gotta be honest. Just today they released a pretty crazy video that we'll get into, but first I have to build the story, the narrative, alright? So a while back, about 3 weeks ago or so, they uploaded a video named Women Over 23 Are Leftovers. Redpill guru goes after Preach's wife, gets exposed as a fraud. And in this video, they talk about this one red pill YouTuber, streamer kind of guy, who pretty much just like his entire content is picking apart and belittling other people's wives, criticizing them for their choices and who they choose to marry and who they choose to spend the rest of their life with.
This man makes fun of other people's spouses and different things like that, claims he would never date a single mom. Well, somebody pulled up his political girlfriend's bankruptcy records, because those are public records that anyone has access to, and they found some interesting information. Let's see, listen. And I'll give credit to the people involved. I'll link the videos below, so there you go.
Devin is one of just a few women I dated, older women I dated, who didn't have any kids when I met them, but again, they're the exceptions. Devin is my girlfriend. She is not my wife. We have never been married. She is not a single mother, and we have not adopted anybody. I got a 13-year-old niece that stays here at least twice a week, because Olivia, she's 14 years old now, and she's a beautiful girl.
And so as we now look at her application on the screen and go to the section describing her household, it states, do you have dependents? Yes. Does dependent live with you? Yes. Dependent's age, 10 years old. Dependent's relationship to debtor 1, daughter.
I want to make something clear. I don't care what kind of woman you choose to be your girl.
Be with who you want to be. You want to date a single mother? I don't care.
But I don't like it. And I think it's very easy. It's really cool. She has video clips. Making fun of other men for dating single moms.
Now keep in mind that this also contradicts everything Donovan Sharp has taught his audience about the types of women to avoid, going all the way back to his days when he wrote for Return of Kings, to his free ebook called 16 Ways to Immediately Disqualify Her for a Relationship, where he states that single mothers should be avoided as they make for the worst girlfriends, wives, and mothers.
How's a single mom? And yes, listen, I know single moms are bad, and the other way, all gotta start somewhere. Come into them. You've been married before. Okay, you've been married before.
I got married young, and I was married for a very long time. You know, for the 20-something years before we met, you know, as an adult. You know, for the 20-something years before we met, you know, as an adult. You know, for the 20-something years before we met, you know, as an adult.
I met you when you were 32. You are an older woman. Devin, my girlfriend, is an older woman. Okay? Yes, my girlfriend is an older woman. She turned 36 back in February. I misled my audience about Devin's age, but I did that for privacy purposes. Listen, Devin is 45.
Every day you get online and you lie about the fact that that woman has a daughter. That the woman that you call your girl, your wife, has a daughter. And are you lying about it? You lied about the fact that your girl's old, which is fine. But you're lying about it. While telling other people to not wife up used goods. That's what you say.
Devin is my girlfriend. She is not my wife. We have never been married. She is not a single mother, and we have not adopted anybody.
So you say that during bankruptcy, she lied about the fact that this is her daughter? She lied to the company to believe?
It's better than to accept that he's dating a single mother.
Okay, yes, I do. But you take into conjunction the fact that the niece who's exactly the exact same age visits twice a week. The circumstantial evidence don't look good for you, does it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so in this clip, now he's talking about another man and his wife, who also happened to be a single mother before he got married to her. And now he's talking about this woman named Cassie, who's that single mother. I want you to hear what he says about her.
Cassie West has been ran through. Cassie West was a single mom when she married David West. Cassie West chased bad boys. She's a Karen that was ran through like everybody else, a single mom. And this explains why David West is as weak as he is. But yeah, David, listen, man. I'm not trying to be mean-spirited, but you married a single mom. Like, that doesn't make you a bad dude. And Cassie, you being a single mom when you married David, that doesn't make you a bad person either. Just understand that it's out there. And so you guys on this holier than thou, oh, we did it the right way. Cassie, let's not pretend that you didn't take the typical route that most modern women take. And David, let's not pretend that you're some apex alpha male.
At least he admits whatever life he's living. Who cares? You're the one who's lying about the fact that she's a niece. You're the one who's lying about your girl's age. That's you, who are not even man enough to actually come into the light with the woman that you're with.
Any man who marries a woman past the age of 23 years old, you're getting leftovers. Let me get you into this conversation because I met you when you were 32.
Pause. He said married. Again, he's playing on words. He's married. He's married to her?
He's married. They're just lying about the records.
It's sad. That you inject and you have to lie to so many people. That's fucking sad, my guy.
The person you're choosing to make a long-term commitment to is exactly what you describe as a person not to get with to everyone else.
As ran through and as
used goods, that's your girl.
Question number 4 to all you loser fans of Destiny. Is this really the guy you look to as something to aspire to? Would you want your life to look more like his or more like mine? Let's do a comparison. Listen, he's smarter than I am. Number 1, he's probably got more money than I do, and his wife is much younger and much hotter than my girlfriend. I'll give him that. I'll concede all of that. Those are things about his life.
You know what's weird about this whole thing? Why are you looking at people's why, my guy? Why you like
Your affiant learned from the Plant City Police Department that on September 8th, 2003, Edwin Hopkins Jr. had used his father's social security number to rent an apartment in Pinellas County, Florida. Your affiant went to the apartment complex and obtained a copy of Edwin Hopkins Jr.'s rental application, which includes Edwin Hopkins Jr.'s signature and Edwin Hopkins Sr.'s social security number. Your affiant learned that Edwin Hopkins Jr. had defaulted on his rental payments in the amount of $8,000.08. On June 16, 2004, your affiant spoke with Edwin Hopkins Sr., who advised that the outstanding balance showed up on his credit report. Edwin Hopkins Sr. does wish to prosecute his son for the crime of identity theft. Your client learned that Edwin Hopkins Jr. obtained a Florida identification card listing the above-mentioned apartment as his current address. Your client has been unable to locate Edwin Hopkins Jr.
My dad, the spineless beta male he is, does not have the heart to step to his own son and say, look, son, I disagree with you.
This man defrauded his own father. He used his social insurance and stuff to get an apartment, defaulted on the apartment. The debt went to the dad, and it went on the social bureau. The dad was charges, and they went after him in court. He's also faked bank checks. He's done a bunch of other different forms of fraud. And so what you recognize, that's what he does. There's a history. Yeah. So people say, he could never fraud. It's like, well, his criminal record says otherwise. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does. That's a history. But again, a lot of these dudes in the manosphere, they lie about their accomplishments, they lie about their resume, and it makes sense because you're trying to make money. Embellishing a lot of these things is how you're able to garner the audience because you're like, I live this life, therefore you want to follow me. But once you peer behind the curtain, you recognize that these are just scammers.
In the video, the Redpill dude also tries to take some shots at Preach's wife, but little does he know the woman he thought was Preach's wife was just one of his friends and like another comedian he knows.
Donovan Sharp made a video recently talking about my alleged wife. When the whole debacle with Fresh and Fit happened, they were trying to get some juice to get at us. And what happened on my other Instagram page that got canceled, that got deleted, right? They went throughout all my pictures and they went to see if they could find a picture of my wife. If you don't know anything about me, I don't post about what I got. I'm talking about where I live, vehicles, whatever. I don't post that. I don't put pictures. I don't put pictures of my people around me. Why? Because people on the internet are fucking weirdos. Okay? They found a picture of someone and I'm going cheeks to cheeks with that person, right? We're cheeks to cheeks or blowing a kiss. And they took that picture and they said, that's his wife. Got him. It's not my wife.
No, she's a comedian.
She's a comedian.
And we've run a bunch of live shows and she's participated.
Because she is.
I have pictures with her. He has pictures with her. Like, she's on a lot of her bills. Unless you think Preach married a comedian, I don't know. But like,
That's my homie. That is my homie for real, okay? They went on and they ran with it. And he called this person a whole bunch of things, right? A whole bunch of names. Even if that person was my wife. Let's say she was my wife. To go after people's wives, you have so little arguments that you have to go through people's wives. But you're so dumb that you don't even realize. That's not even though. So you go out there and you slander someone that has no relationship to me.
And the video got around like 800,000 views, almost 900,000. And in this video, they also exposed the guy for quite literally doing all of the things that he preaches not to do. So this guy is just a general fraud and a scammer, pretty much, like a complete grifter. And because that video got almost like 1 million views, they thought, hey, let's make another video and just on this guy's content more because he's just a blatant liar. So then all of that basically leads us up to today, where they dropped a video about 4 hours ago as of recording this, and it's called They're Coming For Us All. So let's just take a look at that and let's see what all happens.
Oh, if you don't know what's happening right now, this guy's called the godfather of the Redpill. He wrote a book that a lot of people think is really important.
The Rational Retard. Sorry.
People might know him as Tim Pool's father, and he's upset that we talked about Donovan Sharp being a fraud.
Is he Tim Pool's father?
No, they just, for some reason, are both grown men who wear beanies every day on screen. I don't know. I think for Tim Pool, it's more acceptable because like he's in his 20s, but like you're a 50-year-old man married wearing beanies every day.
Maybe he's cold.
Hey man, I mean, at the end of the day, I am like 20, so I'm legally allowed to wear beanies. But unless you're like actively doing like some sort of sport or like skiing or snowboarding or something, there's really no reason to be wearing a beanie whenever you're 50. I gotta agree with them. Hey, I gotta comment somewhere to break up the video so it's not just them completely talking for the entire video. I am gonna speed it up though.
But let me explain one other thing to you. Abba and Preach, before you start like mouthing off with bullshit like that, especially with people that I know, and again, I'm not defending Donovan. That's his house. He can go do you want. He's defending him. Go talk to Donovan.
Okay, right off the bat, he already is like being a little weasel boy. You shouldn't ever defend him because the guy is a blatant liar and fraud. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of those like red pill YouTuber types just aren't real. Like they tell you to always self-improve, but at the end of the day, they're just as flawed as anyone else, and they're not trying to improve anything. They just want your money. From everything I've gathered and seen from those kinds of guys, that's really the image they put off.
That's on him. Did he do it? Yeah, clearly. He's talked to it. He's talked about it. He's right. He took the hit for it way back when Anthony came at him back in 2020. That Abba and Preach clearly didn't know anything about because they wouldn't have come up with this lame contrived video. And they even admit in the video that they got the information from Anthony. Could it be because he's paying you to do these attack piece videos? I can't wait for the one on me.
Yeah, he said we're paid by first off, I didn't even know his name was Anthony Johnson. I just know him as the guy from 21 Studios. I don't know much about him. Okay, I don't know much about him. But if you think we get paid to cover anybody, you are bugging.
You can't prove something that did not happen.
That's my point. So you got to bring the proof. You can't just make that kind of allegation.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I've noticed about like a lot of the like red pill pillars in debates and stuff, especially Sneeko.
Yo, you know who's an L Mans? Brandon Buckingham. He literally threatened to R-word my girlfriend. Bro, literally said, I'm gonna R-word your girlfriend. Literally said that. And he said, I'm gonna R-word your girlfriend, bro.
He said that?
Yes. Word for word. I'm going to R-word your girlfriend on his public Instagram story.
They really like to talk about generalizations and just like logical points you can make by going down that generalization route. But unfortunately, there's a lot of nuance to every conversation, and their whole way of thinking is very singular, I feel. It really doesn't allow for much nuance in any argument. In my opinion. At least every single time I've seen them in a debate, it just goes very poorly for them.
I'm not here defending Donovan. Proceeds to try to defend Donovan by describing us.
But with bogus allegations.
Yeah.
And I think he put a price on how much we were paid.
Hey, but don't we get mad at ladies when they make false allegations?
That's fair. Those are some very serious allegations. That's why we need this level of accuracy. That's why we need to speak in terms in ways that are that leave no room for error.
It turns out that it turns out that even rational males or red pill dweebs, right? They turn into making up false allegations about people, right?
Funny.
When they don't like them. They just make it up.
Word for word. I'm going to R-word your girlfriend.
Tell me who's left. I can't. Please do it again. I would love to recover this, because you do that, I'll be happy to release all of the screen caps I have of you cyber stalking my daughter. Bring it, please. I'm begging you. We're here on the chin. Do it. Do it now.
Was he saying that Abba and Preach are cyber stalking his daughter? Because that would be insane. Or is he saying that Anthony dude? Still, that is a really, really big claim to just throw out there. I don't really expect much else from, like, red pillars, though.
Say, come for me, come after me. I'm waiting for it. They're like, calm down. I don't care about your stuff. I don't care about your content. I think you're another one of them red pill goofballs from what I can see right now. And also, I think it's interesting people call things hit piece when they just don't like the truth being exposed about them. What did we say in there that's a lie? According to you, we didn't make up any lies. So how is it a hit piece?
Go talk to Donovan. That's on him. Did he do it? Yeah, clearly.
You guys know what a hit piece is? It's when you bring out false information to misrepresent somebody. But that's who he is. That's his videos. We didn't take things out of context. So if you want to make the claim and the false allegation that's a hit piece, you have to provide the evidence. But again, red pill dudes, much like the women they love to criticize and the bimbos that they meet in Miami, are very emotional and love to make false allegations that they can't prove themselves.
That's a very true statement, especially like whenever you see Sneeko get into any sort of controversy or any argument with anyone, he always gets highly emotional and doesn't even try and engage with the actual topic or things being said. He just kind of waits for you to finish talking and then screams about whatever he wants to scream about. I don't know if you've seen any of his clips, but he's literally retarded.
What is the ideal version of a man to you?
A man that could do whatever he wants to do and doesn't listen to anybody and creates his own world and is the master of his own universe.
Okay, a man that can do whatever he wants to do and doesn't listen to anybody, what you just described is a 17-year-old teenager.
Yeah, and then you turn 18 and then you gave up on it and started voting for Biden.
Yeah, I turned 18, I gave up on it because I had to become an actual man. A man can't do whatever he wants to do because if you're a man, no.
Nonsense.
So, okay, if you're a man, do you get responsibilities? Can you walk away from a house? Can you walk away from a family? Can you walk away from your obligations? Is that what a real man does?
That's not what a real man wants to do.
A real man doesn't want to have any obligations in his life. A man that does whatever he wants to do, that's a weak man's idea of a strong man. It's a guy that walks out on anything, doesn't give a about anybody, and does whatever the he wants because he's only in the selfish pursuit of his own happiness. This is a guy that's never going to have a real wife. He's never going to have real friends or family because everybody's going to look at that dude as a teenager that's going to drop everything and quit when life gets too hard. All the tests of being a real man are about doing the things that you don't want to do when you most don't want to do them.
Like, he doesn't make any sense in a debate format. And I mean, same with like his best friends Fresh and Fit, man. They don't really make much sense in debate. They're a little bit more polished with it. I think Sneeko is just kind of like a child playing around with technology and the internet. Yeah, these guys really do just kind of seem like losers, but...
You are treading on thin fucking ice, my friend, because when Donovan does his response video to you, you can expect that he's going to quote or he's going to bring up the video of you and your milking video with Shan Booty.
Okay. Okay, I guess this is I guess this is the ammunition these guys think they have against me, that I like getting my ass ate every now and then. Sure, yeah.
Nigga, I don't really care what you guys think. If I have an attractive woman who wants to do that and I enjoy it, then we can do it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Especially if Abba's shameless about it. There's nothing you can say that's gonna make him feel bad about him getting his ass eat. Especially if it's a girl who wants to do it, that doesn't make it gay. Sure, it's a little weird and out of the norm for most people. You know, if he enjoys it, then whatever the fuck, man. Oh, just because he gets his ass ate every other night, you know, it means that he's wrong about you being a lying, scamming sack of shit, peddling lies, and then literally turning around and doing all of the things he talks down about.
Is that you see how juvenile and irrational these masculine leaders get whenever you slightly poke? I didn't even poke this dude. I poked the next man. Pause, because poking is kind of sus. But I poked the next man. Okay? And this guy had a reaction like, you eat pussy. Who cares?
He made false assumption about my wife and dragged a whole person that has nothing to do romantically with me and dragged that person on a 5-hour live.
Preach, your wife is a fat. I'm gonna say that one more time. Preach, your wife is a fat.
That adds an entirely new layer to it. I didn't realize that he went on a 5-hour rant about how someone he thought was Preach's wife was like fat and disgusting and awful. Like, dude, that's fucking insane. That is the most baby pussy shit you could ever do. Bringing someone in that has nothing to do with the situation, hardly anything to do with the person you're talking about, and just assigning without any credible evidence to show for it, and like just straight up slandering them. If it was his wife, I would still be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you saying all that bullshit about someone who's not part of the whole drama, who's not part of this whole like beef you have on the fucking internet. You have no right to just go out and find pictures of someone's wife who doesn't have any qualms with you. Just because you're upset at her husband doesn't give you the right to belittle her and like have some vitriolic hate bullshit like that. And any guy who is a fan of that man really needs to rethink, recalibrate their brain a little bit, and try to understand that, oh, this is not a man. This is a baby. This is a little tantrum-throwing child that we need to spank and teach a lesson to. Yeah, that's a little gay, but I don't care. Because, you know, babies deserve spanking sometimes.
How are you calling yourself rational, and that is the situation, and you're like, nah.
And you're defending it.
And you're defending it. How, bro?
Yeah, there's like zero thought process around it. They're just like the fucking lefty types. They do mental gymnastics to always be right, and it's fucking annoying. It's these kinds of people that piss me off to no end. Because they're the same people, like Fresh and Fit, who always tout freedom of speech, always tout, oh yeah, let's go and have a conversation with anyone. But they turn around and abuse the DMCA and like copyright system on YouTube to strike down Abba and Preach's videos.
Adam Griffin says, can you ask why these clowns try to take down Abba and Preach with fake DMCA strikes?
You want to go into it? So basically, we have a lot of people that talk about us on the internet, and some of it is slander, some of it is defamation, and using our content in their videos. And we're like, okay, cool. We've waited out for a while for you to stop. You're still doing it. So, you know what? Cool. Now we're going to take legal action against you because obviously we're talking about our character and our integrity. So at that point, hey, it's all for a game. Yeah, I mean, if someone breaks into your store, right, and takes a broom off, you have a hardware store, takes a broom off the shelf, and starts beating you with your own broom, and won't leave and does it for 4 months, what are you going to do?
Well, you can't file a DMCA over it.
Apparently not.
Yeah. So what, they just get reversed or what?
Yeah, it's a long story, but
simply put, the challenge is when it comes to public figures and defamation cases, it's really hard to win.
It is.
So one of the questions about copyright infringement and fair use is, are you infringing on someone's market? And so
that's what I was going to say, because fair use depends on different countries. It's different depending where you are. But a big thing on fair use, where it hurts your ability to get protected by fair use, is are you hurting that other person's ability to profit from their own product?
But this is specific. It basically means if you're a photojournalist and you sell photos for a living, and then you post a sample on Twitter, and you say to license this photo, buy it here, and then people start posting it everywhere, now you've got copyright infringement, because even though it's online, even though it's newsworthy, and even though people are commenting on it, they're infringing on your market because you directly sell this content, which means you said license it for me. If you guys do a publicly available show and people post and comment on it, you got no case. You can't DMCA it.
I mean, it depends on where you are. I will just say this just so we can put a bow on it, is we successfully removed a bunch of videos on that. Yeah, that we're not protected by fair use. Right. It is what it is. We don't have any animosity towards these guys. It's just like, hey man, we don't attack anyone else. We don't make hippies on anyone else. Anything that was put up was taken down out of respect to those other content creators. And for people to continue making content on us negatively for months on end, it's just like at some point you got to defend yourself, right?
They don't care about free speech. All of these people are just selling you lies in order to fucking take your money and run away with it so that they can live these bougie, rich lives and just give in to every single hedonistic urge that they ever have. They don't care about self-improvement. They're the most addicted, degenerate guys on the fucking internet, and they've somehow tricked all of these people into thinking that they're perfect because they've called a bitch a slut a couple of times to her face. These guys are jokes.
Beware of who you come at in this sphere. Beware. And it's not, and you better be clean. You better have a fucking clean nose before you do that. Because I know damn well you took money. I know damn well why you, like, there's no earthly reason for you to actually just out of the blue do a hit piece on Donovan Sharp. There's no reason. And not even, you can't even explain that away. Well, we wanted to get clicks. No, you didn't. We know you're full of shit.
You idiot.
I thought something way better was going to come out.
I got nothing else. You idiot.
Hey, listen, he said you had no reason. Nigga, this man did a whole live stream where he was calling his supposed wife a whole bunch of different names. And then not only that, he was talking about the wrong person, one of our friends. And so he was bringing her to the public eye and basically doxed her for everyone else to see for no reason. Okay? How are you going to call yourself the rational male and give this fucking schizo level defense of your good friend?
Again, this supposed, like, rational male, one of the pillars of the Red Pill community, is just an utter buffoon. He's just a dummy dumb idiot head. I have nothing better to say. He is gay and retarded. That's what I have to say about it.
Easily defend Donovan. How can a man be a crook when his work actually saves lives more than what his haters ever have to say? You know what?
Tell these bitches to go to hell.
Yeah, and Abba and Preach are the bitches to tell to go to hell because they are shills. Openly, blatantly, obviously, they got shit all over their face, shills of Anthony Johnson. Because all that stuff has been out for ages, guys. You're not revealing anything new, and you look like idiots for doing it. In fact, you look worse than idiots. You look like shills. You look like you're doing this fast money. You don't even know who he is. You probably have no earthly, you know who I am, you know who he is, you know who anybody in the sphere is whatsoever, but you're happy to take that fucking money and run with it. It's a paid, it's product placement. It's like getting that email in your emails. Hey, we really love your channel. We'd love for you to promote our new game, Warriors of Chaos, for $1,700 for a 30-second spot. That's you. And except that's your whole fucking show. Oh, let's see. Was it Excel Plus VPN? $1,700 for a 30-second plug. That's fucking you. That's you. And you know, in this case, it just happened to be, oh, hey, can you do about a 20-minute hit piece on Donovan Sharp? I'll give you $1,200. Are you guys that hard up for money? Because I'll give you $1,200 to go and do it. I'll give you $1,300 to go do a hit piece on fucking Anthony Johnson. You probably take the money too.
This guy is just straight up lying, just blatantly throwing out false allegations. Make it make sense, dude. They're all a bunch of hypocrite retards. I mean, everyone is going to be a little bit of a liar and a little bit snaky just to be proven right, just to look good in the public eye. It's natural. We want to all be liked. We all want to be right sometimes. But to blatantly lie that much and just write their entire video off because, oh, I think that they got paid for it. You're not even trying to engage with the stuff that they said. You're just slandering them and attacking them because they don't like one guy who you're semi-associated with on the internet.
Hobo and Screech never learned their lesson. No, they don't. Like a bad fucking case of genital warts. Keep coming back.
That man knows what genital warts is. He's had a couple of run-ins with it. There's too much truth in that statement, I think.
You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to a lot of the folks in the Red Pill community because they're not having it. They say, nah, that dude's a fraud. And Rolo, you look stupid for it. You know what? Let me give a shout out to the Red Pill. I never do this, but the fan base is not nearly as manipulated and easily maybe ill-informed as people make them out to be.
I don't think it's the entire Red Pill. It's just that the goofballs are really goofballs.
I agree. I do like some of the content creators.
I don't think it's the whole Red Pill community that's like that. You're able to have a sit down with them, and they're not as delusional as that. Mm-hmm. They're not as goofy. And not as extreme, and even them, they're like, yeah, true. That's not what it is.
Yeah,
I think it's just there's a couple of really, really big ones that make up this entire impression that they're all just a bunch of scamming losers. But I'm sure the vast majority of them are living things that they preach. I'm pretty sure Hamza, I think he's a red pillar. I don't really know. More self-improvement motivation kind of YouTuber. He definitely lives the stuff he preaches, you know what I mean? He definitely seems a bit serious about it. He's a pretty good content creator, honestly. A lot of these guys, they'll change their views. They'll lie about stuff just to make themselves look good. I don't know.
But I will say, a lot of them do work with the goofballs and the frauds.
Yeah.
And they know that they're known frauds.
Yeah.
So that's a little sus. But anyways, low at everyone calling Rolo an emotional like it's an own. When can men be passionate and express their anger?
I'm sorry, bro. Like, being passionate and expressing your anger is completely different from throwing a temper tantrum and completely making up stupid bullshit just to make your side look better. But, like, if he was just, like, passionate about what he was saying, he would actually make sense. He would actually make some good points. Because being passionate and heated in a conversation doesn't mean that you just start lying out your ass. So there you go, guys. At the end of the day, what does the Ray Guitard really have to say about all of that? Let's see if he responds in the coming days. I'll make an update video. I'll cover this drama because, you know, it's interesting. It's fun to see Abba and Priest just constantly shit on the Redpill community. You know, it's important to even keep these people on the straight and narrow, you know, not lying to their audience. Other than all that, I guess like, comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Also, if you want to get the Ray Guitard out there and about, you want to spread it all across this glorious internet we have, please spread the propaganda today. Share this video with one of your friends, I don't care. Gay retard out!